So just days before a planned summit between President Trump and Kim Jong Un, North Korea reporting that Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad will visit him. The purpose of the trip and the date are unclear, but the timing of the announcement is raising some concerns. Joining us now is Jim Walsh, international security expert with the MIT Studies program. Wow, what do you make of this?
Well, Melissa, first, it's good to see you again. I woke up and I got to admit, this is a bit of a head scratcher here. If I'm trying to come up with the most rational, speculative explanation I can give, it would be, okay, Kim Jong Un, he's about to go into a big, negotiation with his adversary. He's met with China. He's met with the Russian foreign minister. The only other ally he has in the world, frankly, is Syria. And maybe he's thinking to himself, well, I need to shore up my position before or after coming out of a summit. And so I'm going to reach out to my old friend, Assad. But it's weird. And it's not entirely... It still sounds a little iffy. So, I would treat this with a little caution.
Well, Kim Jong Un, he's suddenly the most popular guy in the world. Everybody wants to meet with him.
Yes.
But these are two dictators that the world doesn't know a lot about. They don't make a lot of trips out and about everywhere. It's interesting to think of the two of them getting together. Do you think that, does Kim Jong Un know how that's going to look to the rest of the world? Because it doesn't really look that good.
Right. That's the worry. The worry here is that he just doesn't get it, right? That this seems like a really bad idea. He's thinking it's a good idea to be with his friends, but he's not seeing that the optics are horrible, especially in the middle of a civil war that's killed hundreds of thousands of people. But, they have a lot in common. They're both sons who took over dictatorships. They both have, prisons. They're allies. Kim's father was an ally with Assad's father, sent North Korean troops during the 1973 war, has sent missiles, chemical precursors. So they've done a lot of trade, and they've stuck with each other through thick and thin. So they have stuff to talk about, but it seems like an odd time to schedule a meeting.
Or it makes Russia really nervous because Russia's been sort of the caretaker of these two guys. And if Kim Jong Un is saying to Assad, hey, guess what? You're better off with the other guys. Follow me. Do what I'm doing. That's going to make Russia very furious. Putin must not like it.
Yeah, that's a good one, Melissa. And I think related to that is a possibility. Again, we are in the land of speculation.
Totally.
But I think that's very, very interesting. It may also be that Assad asked for the meeting.
Yeah.
And maybe he feels like he wants another outlet rather than being solely dependent on Russia. Maybe he will reach out to Kim, and that's a door to talk to the U.S. Again, all in the spirit of ridiculous speculation.
It is cable news. At the same time, you have, I'm just kidding, you have Kim Jong Un removing 3 top officials.
Yes.
That's an interesting and significant sign, no?
I think that's, of the two stories, that's the far more important one. I think Korea watchers have so far interpreted this as meaning these 3 generals, the top 3 military positions in North Korea, reportedly, had expressed concern about the moving forward with the United States. And Kim said, you're either with me or against me, next 3 up. But we don't, this is early days, and this is based on one Yonhap News report that we've had some U.S. commentary on, but I think we want to give this a little bit to sit. But there is at least one theory that says this is a really positive outcome. It would suggest that Kim is positive about making real change, serious about making real change. He's going to get rid of the people who disagree with that, and that shows that things could move forward. But again, I think we want to be cautious. As you know,
what happens to those 3 because you don't really fare well if you don't side with Kim Jong Un, so that's not great. Jim Walsh, thank you for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Melissa.